Hello and welcome to my Java tutorial series. In this series of videos we're gonna discuss some basic concepts of the Java programming language, and we will see some code examples. So I just opened my development environment. This is the IntelliJ IDEA. IntelliJ IDEA is a very smart IDE and it's very pleasant to use. This is the basic project. If you load like a template or default project, that's what you're gonna see. And let's discuss first the code structure, the project structure. So we have the main folder, tutorial videos in this case is code, which have the additional .idea. This is the project settings, modules. If we commit to GitHub, we have a git ignore and we can say which files we need to be excluded and not committed to our repository. And then we have the source folder. This is the important part for us. Source folder contains the source code. What is the source code? The source code is the files that we create and the code that we read into them. And this source code later is compiled to bytecode, which is understandable for the computer. Source code is understandable for us, and the bytecode is understandable by the computer. It's converted by the Java virtual machine, and we make Java classes, files with Java extension, which are later converted to .class files and then to bytecode. So in this project we have only one file with .java extension. This is the main file. This is the starting point of our application, and this main file is as we saw, this is the source folder. This main file is contained in another folder, which, as you might see, is with different icon because this is called package. Packages are similar like folders, but they are logical units in the Java program, and we can have many packages in our application. We also can control the accessibility. Some packages we can make accessible, some might be closed and to be only for service purposes. We'll see later how we're gonna use this. And this is the our main package, which is the looks like URL, let's say yourcompany.com, but it's in reverse. Why it's using it? It's using it because most of the domain names, like my example company.com or any company, are unique, which gives us the opportunity to use it here, because we might have different projects for, let's say, different companies, and those reverse domain names are being used to represent unique names for our packages. So in our package we have the starting point of our application, which is contained into the main class. Every class have different file. We're gonna discuss this later. We're gonna talk about classes, but every class have its own file, and the main class in our case have main method. We're gonna discuss methods in detail later, but now we need to know that main, we can say function, but now it's into the class and it's called a method. Main method is the first starting point which is being executed if we start our application. This method can accept array of arguments to make additional modification while executing it. That's why we have a string array here called arguments. We're gonna discuss arrays and everything in detail, but so far you need to know that main is the starting point of our application. Public means that if we have few packages, let's say, this is accessible throughout the whole application. We're gonna see this access concept, access modification concept in detail, because we have also additional modifiers. But so far we have public, which means accessible throughout the whole application. Static means that the instances declared here, or all the data, is only one instance for the whole application. Void means that if we execute it, we don't receive to return a result. We're gonna see this later also. And main is the name of our method. So far, this is the basic introduction. In the next video, we're gonna see the variable types, and we're gonna start writing some code. See you in the next one.